Y'all, excuse my rough appearance today. Life be lifin'. This is real life. Um, but I feel like there's so many people going through this, and they're probably feeling and stuck in the same situations that I am in. I have made a extremely difficult decision to finally, this has been something that has just been going on for, let's just say, years, back and forth, to call it quits on my marriage. We've been married 14 years, together since I was about 16. I'm 38 now. He is a good guy, great father. You know, sometimes two people just, I mean, from 16 to 38, people change. And that is okay. Like, I'm a totally different person than I was then. He's a different person. People grow apart. I can love him as a person and not be in love with him. And
Isn't that funny? Isn't that ironic? You always hear the same story over and over and over again. And I'll be honest with you, I think that this is more or less a case of what if or what aboutism, or I'm observing other people in my life or on social media and I'm curious on if I missed out on something. Instead of appreciating where you are and the person that you're with and looking to grow with them, because it's going to be 1,000 times more difficult to try to grow with a stranger. You're talking about a person that's known you since you were 16 years old. Probably knew you before that, but y'all got together when y'all was 16 years old. And nobody is ever going to know you like that person. Girl, guy, however you want to frame it. And you're talking about, oh man, sometimes people just grow apart and all of this stuff. So he didn't cheat. He didn't slap you in the face. He's not disrespectful. He's not a bad person. None of that stuff. You've just let situationships and resentment and problems or whatever it is that's going on, because there's always extra to it. And small things become a mountain, molehills become a mountain. And that's usually what happens. You combine that with social media and observing other people, and you thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Because for women, this is normal, but it never makes sense. Why would a woman want to take a risk, especially when you observe everything on the internet, on social media, and people in real life, sitting here and telling you that they have the worst taste ever and this and that there's piss in a dating pool and they would never want to do this if they never had to. So people are trying to find a reasonable person to get into a relationship with so that they can do life together. And when I say do life together, I'm not just talking about the love and the sex and all of that stuff. I'm talking about doing life as far as making sure life is easier, exchanging strengths for weaknesses, not having to deal with paying all of the bills by yourself, like real life stuff, doing life together from that lens. And you would forego that for the streets. It never ever makes sense. And most times, I assume, which a lot of times I'm right because I've been on way too many coaching calls where people wind up admitting the truth. A lot of times they seen something, somebody complimented them, they continue to go to the same spot where they interact with a certain person that they're curious about, and you don't have no clue the type of trauma and drama that you are about to put yourself through with somebody that sees you as new. All of a sudden you then start to grow apart and you start to, we're just different. We see things differently. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not after all of these years. Not after all of these years of being married. And I'm assuming that they have kids. That's the most diabolical part, right? It's not about whether or not you leave, it's whose life you turn upside down in the midst of it. Now, if your children are grown or your children are big and adults and they're not teenagers or small children or whatever, cool. Do whatever you want to do. I still don't think that it's best because it is piss out here and it's stupid to try to sort through and sift through who you can and can't be with. Now you got to bust it down for a real one. You're trying to figure out this whole 50-50 thing and all of that stuff. Now you don't want that. You don't want that. So that's my personal perspective on that. When it comes to raising children, whole nother ball game, whole nother conversation that we need to be having. If she has children, which I don't know if she has children. Let me tell you what the real nail in the coffin is for me. Because if somebody goes online and they do this to me, I would be done. Going on social media, going into it, announcing it, and making me look stupid by saying, and maybe it's just because, I'm a content creator, got a lot of visibility, and I do all of that. But if you go online and you announce that you are divorcing the good guy, the bad guy, a story time, all of this stuff, that is the biggest red flag. Fellas, just a piece of advice, and then we want to get to the rest of this video. Piece of advice: never, ever, under any circumstance, even entertain, I don't care how bad she is, a woman that is willing to post you, talk about you, or do story times about her ex. That is the biggest red flag ever.
Life will be okay. It will go on. If we both want what is best for our children, that should be all that matters. And honestly, I've been more shook by the amount of people who, I would say not the amount of people, but the close family and friends who basically have just turned their shoulder and given me the cold shoulder because I choose to be happy.
Because I choose to be happy.
Because I choose to be happy. Remind you, I'm keeping my kids number one. Remind you.
Multiple kids. Stupid.
It's okay to leave a good guy.
This is so dumb.
Anyways, this is just kind of what's going on. I'm going to try to...
Who is she trying to convince? Who is she trying to convince? Is she putting this out here for her friends and family so that they can get the message without her saying directly to them, hey guys, it's okay? Who is she trying to convince? Good for him. Good for him. I just hope he don't suffer a lot when it comes to his children and all of that type of
different
stuff.
Things of this. I mean, it's good. We're co-parenting. We're getting along. We both want what's best for our children. Yeah, but if anybody has like any questions, I don't know, I'm open to talk about different things because I probably right off the top of my head can't think of everything I want to say, but there's so much I want to say about this situation because I feel like so many people are stuck in this. You're afraid to walk away. It's all you've known. It's all I've known my whole fucking life, like since I was 16. This is it.
Want to be in the streets.
But I have literally never felt better. Literally. And I wish the people who cared.
There's somebody else out there. Somebody is buzzing and circling and sending her back home. Listen, it's somebody else. It's already somebody else. I guarantee you. By the time that they say that they want to leave because they grew apart, it's because somebody else had already got to them. 9 times out of 10. Not always. 9 times out of 10, that's what's happening.
Understood. I don't know. Sometimes you just, enough is enough. And we gotta quit beating a dead horse.
Always like to link back to the content creator regardless of whether I agree or not because it's the right thing to do. Make sure you guys tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley. 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. You let me know what you think inside of the comments.